Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're having a good time, like you usually do. The new year started with a bang. I got my visa extended till the end of March. So anyway, that and a few interesting things happened. Uh, Sports day got cancelled in my school, which was really disappointing. But on the contrary, the Prime Minister visited my school today, and what an exciting day it was. On second thoughts, United are back on winning terms thanks to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I think he's doing an amazing job, and I hope the winning run continues. I think yesterday was our first major task because the 5 games in a row which we won were mostly against weaker teams. And yesterday, the match against Tottenham Hotspur was the first big test, and I think they did a really good job. I have nothing to say about David De Gea because I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's an exact word to describe his quality because he's been doing it for years, and people who were kind of doubting his talent, his creativity after he had a bad patch in the World Cup. I don't know, I just don't have anything to say about that. I think you should just cut out the shit talk and focus on the game. So anyway, Tottenham had a good game too. They created a lot of chances, but unfortunately it was David's day on the field, and yeah, he was just determined that nothing is going through his hands or legs yesterday, and he made sure, and I'm so happy with the performance. Anyway, moving on, the sports day got cancelled because there was a lot of cleaning activities to be done in school. The sports day was supposed to happen last week on Thursday and Friday, and after it started, the students were informed out of the blue that it's gonna be postponed to next month, the month of February 21st and 22nd, and the students were so disappointed after hearing that news. They were so heartbroken. But nevertheless, they understood because the senior teachers and all the school authorities explained to them in details why they had to cancel it. There was a lot of pending work to be done actually. The school wasn't looking in a very good shape, so most of the students were put to work along with the teachers, and I think we spent 2 days cleaning up the entire place, and oh boy, the school looked shiny and bright and so colorful today. I'm proud of all the teachers and the students. Mostly the students because they put in most of the effort. Anyway, so after the cleanup session, I went to Chiang Mai. I went to the immigration office to extend my visa till the end of March because my first teaching contract is till the end of March, 31st of March. And I don't know what's going to happen after that. Either I'm going to take up a new job or I'm going to stay in the same school because I love the school and I love the place. I love everything about it actually. The people, the food, the climate, the students, the other teachers, everything is just perfect mix. So it's just needless to say that I want to stay here and gain some more experience and have a good time here. Probably I'll be going back home just before my birthday on 8th of April, or I'll be going back after the festival of Songkran. Songkran is the busiest and the most interesting time of the year in Thailand because that's when they celebrate the new year. So it's gonna be 2562 according to the Thai calendar, and the way they celebrate it is just interesting. It's a combination of Holi, the Indian festival, and the Tomatino festival, which happens in Spain. So instead of colors or tomatoes, instead of colors or tomatoes, they splash water on each other, and it's fun. It's not dirty, it's not unhygienic, it's not dangerous, it's just a lot of fun. So if I'm able to be here, I'm gonna manage to click a lot of beautiful pictures and videos, and I'm really looking forward to it. So anyway, that being said, I spent a couple of days in Chiang Mai, went for bar hopping. So there's this amazing venue called 7 Pounds where I always go when I'm in Chiang Mai. That's the place where we shot the Chiang Mai version of Friday Night Originals. You gotta check it out. I'm gonna post a link below. And I think the first episode is gonna be out really soon. So I guess you gotta stay tuned for it. Anyway, so I came back to Metha on Sunday like I usually do, and I had to clean up my room because I just had to leave in a mess in a hurry, just out of the blue. So I did all the cleaning, made some food, made myself comfortable at home again. And on the next day, it was the big day where the Prime Minister was supposed to visit the campus. It was a bright day, it was a bright sunny day, like it usually is in Metha, because the climate is just beautiful over here. I have got no complaints about the climate. So the first period was allotted to the final cleaning up of the school. I took the second class, the third class was there, and the other two classes were also cancelled because the students of Matheum 4 and Matheum 5 went to a seminar at Lampang, probably at Rajabhat University. Everyone was anticipating the Prime Minister's visit at 2 p.m. I was excited, I was really excited, because had it been India, I wouldn't have been excited because I'm really not fond of the Prime Minister, for reasons more than one. I mean, let's not even talk about that. Anyway, not diverting from the topic, everyone was anticipating the Prime Minister's visit from the morning, and it was 2. We were served lunch around 12 to 1. It got a bit delayed because there were a lot of police personnel all around the campus. There was a lot of security. I mean, it's obvious, it's the Prime Minister of the country, it has to be like that. So time went by in a flash because we all were so excited. I was excited because I was a million miles away from home and I was about to meet the Prime Minister of a different country. So that was quite, I mean, in my head it seemed to be like an interesting experience, and from what I have experienced so far, I have really enjoyed the vibe of Thai people. They're warm, the smile which they have in their face, it's so real, it's so genuine, it's so interactive, unlike whatever I have experienced with a few Westerners or people from my country, to be very honest. I don't want to create a gap between people, because mostly all people are the same, but from what I have experienced so far, maybe I'll experience something better in the coming days. Experiences change, thoughts and ideas change, so we gotta deal with everything with an open mind. So having said that, Prime Minister arrived a bit late. First, the first police helicopter arrived, and this was the first time I was seeing a proper helicopter in front of me, and I was so damn excited. So far I've only seen helicopters in video games and movies, and it did not really excite me. I mean it was just something that can take you from one place to another over the air. I wasn't that excited when I watched it in the movies. I was behaving like the students actually. So when I heard the sound for the first time, I actually saw myself with the students, you know, just peeping across the window, just being puzzled and confused. Oh, where it is, and it was a good feeling. I felt young all over again, and I could connect to the students, and they could connect with me similarly. And finally the time came. It was around 4 p.m. or 4:30 p.m. The final helicopter landed, and it was the Prime Minister. It was a very different experience for me, because I don't know, I have never heard about the Prime Minister of this country because I don't follow the news of this country, though I should do some background research. But still, I mean, you can understand, if it's really not needed or if it's not compulsory, you wouldn't really Google the Prime Minister of of a different country. Unless it's Donald Trump, of course. Anyway, let's not get into that. When I first saw his face, he seemed to be such a down-to-earth person. He was waving his hand, he was shaking his hand with most of the students and teachers, and he had this genuine warm smile on his face, which really surprised me and which really made me feel happy, and in other words, it kind of touched me, you know. The fact that he was around two hours late, it just all vanished, you know. The heat, the scorching heat of the sun, none of that was in my head anymore, because I saw the genuine smile on his face, and it felt like he was really happy to be here with the students, to be here in the middle of a small town, you know, just having responsibilities on his mind, and he was just being so kind and generous with everyone around him that it was inspiring. I mean, the whole sight of him coming down from the copter, greeting everyone, it was just so gracious and inspirational. So anyway, fortunately one of the teachers introduced me to him and said that, hey, this is the foreign teacher and he's from India. And you know, he welcomed me with a handshake, and we all took a photograph, and it was such a warm experience. It was such a warm and brilliant experience, and I feel so fortunate to be a part of this kind of an experience, because my school is around 53 years old, and in the span of 53 years, this is the first time that the Prime Minister of this country is coming down to the school for a visit and greeting everyone, and you know, having a warm time, having this secluded warm time, inspirational time, without taking academics into consideration. You know, for the students it was kind of a redemption, because you know, that's what they got in return for the sports day getting postponed. They got to see those big choppers landing in the schoolyard where they play football every day, where they're playing sports every day. It was such a different experience for them, and it genuinely made me feel that students should have this kind of an experience in school. When I was in school, none of this happened. Nothing even close to this happened. To be honest, my school did not even have a big enough field for us to play and run around. I mean, yeah, I know most of the schools in Calcutta, most of the big schools in Calcutta, especially South Calcutta, has that kind of an infrastructure. But from where I have grown up, I have never experienced such kind of a different experience. You know, everything was very usual and everything was very routine-wise. Everything happened according to the routine. So I'm so happy about myself, the entire school authorities, all the students, for such a warm experience, for such an enriching experience that happened today. So he was visiting a nearby village called Banluk. Maybe he had a few agendas, which I don't know. Of course, that's confidential. I wouldn't know why he exactly was visiting my town and my school. But yeah, maybe he had a list of agendas which needed to be taken care of. So anyway, all this happened. Everyone took pictures with him. Everyone took pictures with the pilots and those beautiful copters. Even I took a few pictures. I'm gonna pin a few pictures with this video. I might have looked very funny, but oh boy, let me tell you, I had a lot of fun. Today. The entire experience, I mean, I cannot pinpoint on one experience that made me feel enriched. I would say it was the whole experience of togetherness, warmth, seeing new things from a different perspective, you know. Everything just made more sense all of a sudden. I just felt all over again that I am exactly at the right place. I'm exactly doing the right things at the right time, and it gave me the feeling that I should continue what I'm doing, and it gave me the power and strength to continue this for as long as I can. And I'm really looking forward to the days to come. So the next week we are gonna go to Pattaya. We are gonna go to Chonburi district along with the senior students of the school, and I'm really looking forward to that. Followed by a week of regular classes, and then comes the Founders Day. Then again a few interesting activities. So you can imagine a lot of interesting activities in the month of January. I'm all pumped up, and my spirits are this high. Anyway, I think that's about it for now. I'm gonna be back with other videos which shows what kind of experiences I've been having in Thailand, especially in the town of Metha. If you like watching my videos, I would ask you to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to it so that you can get regular updates. And if you don't like the content, maybe leave some feedback in the comments about the kind of things you would like to watch, about the kind of experiences you want me to share. I mean, I share these experiences because I think in a way it's helping the people, because I have a lot of my peers who are finishing off with college right now, and if they have a better picture of what kind of experiences I am having, maybe they would want me to share it with them, and it will help them in a certain way. If any of you want to know more about what it takes to take the TEFL course in Thailand and look for teaching opportunities, I would be more than happy to help you. So without hesitating, feel free to connect and communicate, because I think interaction keeps us alive, And that's about it for now. I think I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Alright, so I am here at Metha Vidya School, and as you can see, the Prime Minister landed in our schoolyard today. And those are the 3 planes. That's one right there. That's another one. And wait, hold on. That's another one. And that is Party NB. Oh my god, this is the first time I'm seeing helicopters in front of me, and oh boy, they look amazing. Check it out. Oh my god. Wow. Just check it out. Just check it out. Oh, the flare. Wow. Looks amazing.